I'm Anaita DeCosta. I'm mostly called Anu, okay, and I'm basically from Goa. I'm a Goan, and I am 30 years old, and I work as an assistant professor in Don Bosco College in Panjim, Goa. So basically, I'm a social work faculty, and I teach human development. I teach health and nutrition, and so different social work subjects. Okay, so I was diagnosed with endometriosis in the year 2019. So basically, I used to suffer from chronic pelvic pain for a very long period of time, and this was not actually happening during my periods or anything. This used to happen after the periods, and the doctors would just tell me that it is normal and it's because I am dehydrated or I don't drink enough of water, but the pain was just terrible. So one fine day, the pain was terrible and I had to rush to the doctor. It was like an emergency wherein they did an ultrasound and they got to know that I had a hemorrhagic cyst, that was an internal bleeding cyst. And they said I will have to get operated, otherwise I will not be pain free. So I had to undergo a surgery in 2020, that is on 9th January 2020, and that's when I was diagnosed with endometriosis. Post surgery, they got to know that I am suffering from endometriosis, as during the surgery they said that I had a lot of intestine adhesions and endo was growing on my intestines, and there was also endo involvement in the rectosigmoid colon. Yes, ever since then, it's been a very hard journey. Like, although I look normal and I have been still continuing with my career, but it's a very tough journey because I was put on a lot of medication, that is hormone medication, and there are a lot of side effects. I still have to take a lot of painkillers, okay, and although like I look very normal, it's just that I just push my limits because I am very, very career oriented and I never wanted to give up on my career. So I was fine after my first surgery for 6 months, but then I was in pain again, and now I have to even undergo another surgery. So I underwent a surgery in 2020, and now I think again in 2022 I have to undergo another one. So it's been a very, very challenging period. These 2 years it's not like my life is not like before. Okay, there is a lot of pain that is involved in my life right now. The most challenging phase was that people were not aware. Like, even when I told them, they would just say like, we have never heard about this. This is something very rare, although endometriosis is not a very rare condition. I did know about endometriosis even before I was diagnosed, but I never knew of people who actually were suffering from it. So it is very, very challenging. I also had to listen to a lot of stuff like you need to get a hysterectomy done, or these were people who never had any knowledge about the disease, and they would just give me a lot of suggestions. So that was a very challenging moment for me when I was told to undergo a hysterectomy, or I was told that many people would say this could affect your life in future, or maybe you will not be able to conceive in future. So these were some statements which would actually cause a lot of emotional stress, I can say. Yes, so when I was diagnosed, I didn't know about this condition because I had read a lot of articles. But I never knew that there is involvement with regards to other organs. Like, my doctor had just told me that I had ovarian endometriosis because I was diagnosed with having two large ovarian chocolate cysts, and also there was involvement in my colon. So I wasn't told much about it. Like, post surgery, I was just put on Dynages medication, and even the doctor who operated me did not give me in-depth knowledge about the disease. But I did go on Google, and I got in touch with Dr. Shilpa, like the one who creates a lot of awareness on endometriosis. Like one fine day, I was just going through the net and I happened to find her page on like Endo Crusaders Facebook page. That's when I got a lot of knowledge about the disease. So after my diagnosis with endometriosis, they just said that I would have to be on Dymagest medication for a year. So since 2020, I have been on Dymagest. I was also suggested Lupron injections, but the doctor said that I would have a lot of side effects if I take Lupron. So she suggested that I continue with Dymagest for a year. But after a year also, there was a lot of pain, and she said, don't stop it. Do not stop the medication until you undergo a surgery again. So it's been 1.5 years now that I'm on Dymagest, and if I want to stop it, I would have to undergo a surgery. Actually, my mom, she's been very supportive, and she also is like a lot, is quite depressed, okay, but she supports me even when it comes to my career. She keeps motivating me and she says that no, you don't have to give up, you can do this, you will fight it. And that is actually very important, like your family support. Not all my family members are very supportive. There were many family members who told me that I had to quit my job, but it was just my motivation and willpower that has made me continue with my career. And yes, even though I'm an endo warrior, I am really doing well with my career. So there are days when I cannot come to work, but I just somehow manage with painkillers. Yeah, so my advice to anyone suffering from endo would be to not rely on others to give you suggestions unless the person is your doctor or is the one who is treating you. Like you only have to listen to what your doctor says. There are gonna be people who will give you a lot of suggestions, but it's your life, and until and unless it's your own doctor who gives you the suggestions, please do not follow. Like for me, I was told by many of my family members and all, if I want to be pain free, I will have to undergo a hysterectomy, and a hysterectomy is not the solution for endometriosis. So we are women with wings and we support each other in solidarity. My only message to all other endo warrior is just be yourself, you're strong and your pain is real. No matter how fine we look from the outside, we do know that we suffer. Our pain is so bad that no one will be able to see it, and unless one goes through it, they will know the suffering and pain. So just my advice to you all would be stay strong, just fight it, because we are fighters, we are warriors, and this war is going to be a never ending fight, and we have to be strong and just give it our best.